Hi, this is Tony Papajohn from MoneyMindWorks.com. Here's a reason besides the money that's going to be just as sweet, if not sweeter, than the money. And this may or may not resonate with you. This may not apply to you. This may not be relevant to you. But if it is, then this is a powerful reason to get yourself in a good state of mind when things aren't going as well, and maybe you're kind of feeling like, I do all this stuff and I'm not getting the results that I want. And then you start talking to yourself and good things aren't going to happen from that. So this is one simple way to say, this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing this. And see, for that reason to be really, really powerful and compelling, it's got to be beyond the obvious. Certainly you could say, well, I'm doing this for my children. And is this a valid point? Of course it is. I'm doing this for my spouse, my significant other. Is this important? Of course it is. Those are kind of obvious things. I have discovered that sometimes it is the not so obvious reasons besides the money that really put a zing into one's step and a gleam of success back in somebody's eyes when perhaps they've let some circumstance trigger some self-talk and things don't go so well, and then your attitude suffers. And for those of us in the extended family of wealth seekers, that's not a good thing, because when our attitude suffers, so does our ability to go and make money. So we cannot afford this. So here's a very simple thing. Imagine that there is some charity or some church or some place of worship or something or another, some special person in your life that needs help, that could use the money. And imagine what happens as you build such a wonderful stack of money that you think nothing of like $10,000 to give to this person or to this institution, this house of worship, whatever it is. And while it might be fun to write a check, I sometimes think it's a lot more fun to give somebody the cash. Wouldn't that be cool? And isn't it a wonderful thing to know that your mind is powerful enough to know, powerful enough to see what it's like in the day when $10,000 to you will be like maybe $10 or $100 is today. Isn't that an exciting thing? Isn't that a very pleasing feeling to know that your mind is so powerful that you can do this? So simply imagine what it's like to have $10,000, and let's just say it's in hundreds, because, well, it's better to have a big stack than of hundreds, I think, than it is to have like 10 $1,000 bills. If you can even get those puppies, I imagine you can. So you got $10,000 in your hand and you give it to whomever. Let your mind fill in the picture of who you're giving this money to. Let your mind imagine what it's like to have $10,000 and see this picture in your mind's eye as if through your own eyes, so that you can see your arm extending in front of your field of vision, and you can see your hand in front of you with the money in it, extending it to whomever this person is. And then you can see the look on this person's face of perhaps surprise or shock or gratitude or the big smile or whatever it is that you see. I don't know exactly what you see. I don't know exactly who you're giving this money to, but I know that your mind knows. And as you trust your mind, you can do great things, because your mind can do great things. Very simple to understand, very easy to let the mind, when you free the mind from negative thinking, from limiting ideas about money, about success, all that other kind of crazy stuff, the mind just works this way quite naturally and quite easily. So as you see your hand, your arm extending forward, and as you see your hand with this money in it, and you see this person in front of you, perhaps you can truly feel good about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself, you can go out and do great and good things, can you not? Of course you can. And this is a reason besides the money that you can remember when you need to remember it, and then empower your mind for more success and, yes, more money. My name is Tony Papajohn. I invite you to take my free 9-part video series at MoneyMindWorks.com. You can find my blog at YourMoneyMindWorks.com. A lot of good stuff on there for you. And in the meantime, connect with the reason besides the money that carries emotional voltage for you. And you'll turn that reason besides the money, even if it's not perhaps so obvious to other people, you'll turn that reason besides the money into a lot of money.